Hello, welcome back. We are on day 2 of our Winchester vlog. If you missed part 1 of that, do head over and see last week's video. We went exploring some of the history in Winchester. So we're on the Caravan and Motorhome Club site, Morn Hill, which is a lovely site. We're really enjoying it here. The weather's been a little bit rubbish. It's only just stopped raining. It was raining all night. It woke me up a couple of times. But that's nothing to do with the site. That's just obviously the weather. But I had a good night's sleep apart from that. The site is really nicely laid out. We will show you around that later on in this video, so stay tuned because we're going to show you that. And in this video as well, we're going to be heading back into Winchester to go and look at the lovely cathedral and maybe get some lunch and have a little walk around there, so we'll take you with us. Lee's just gone out on his new bike. So as you may know, we both have e-bikes, foldable ones that we stick in the boot. And mine is fine. I quite enjoy mine. It's quite comfortable, but Lee's is quite uncomfortable for him. It doesn't have much suspension and he's not comfortable on the seat. So when we were asked to review another bike and Lee looked at it and said, that's absolutely perfect. It's foldable. It looks so much better. And he said it's so much more comfortable. He's just done a bike review on that and he's just headed off down the road because it's only 5 miles an hour on this campsite. So he's headed off down the road for a ride. He's going to the Science Museum, turning around and coming back. So it's a lovely day outside today. There's some birds on the bird table. We're just parked up here. So the weather looks lovely. You would never have known it's been raining really, apart from a few puddles on the floor. But it's very nice on here. A few people have left this morning because it is Sunday. I think it must be about 16 ampere because Lee made me nervous yesterday. He decided that when he wanted to cook some dinner last night, he put on the microwave, the air fryer, and he also had the heating on 3K. That made me a little bit nervous, to be honest. But it did seem to work. I don't know if that's got something to do with the inverter as well. I'm not sure, but I did make him turn it down to 2 kilowatts on the heating because I was a little bit nervous about it. But when he turned it down to 2 kilowatts, he managed fine with both the microwave and the air fryer on as well. So that was a bonus. So it must be about 16 ampere for it to be able to take all that. There he is, look. So how'd you get on with that then?
I'll tell you what, I absolutely loved it. I'm going to turn it off though to save a bit of power. But this bike is pretty awesome. Now, I don't know if Jodie says, but if you go over to the review video, then you'll see me reviewing it. But this is going to be my new bike. So we have decided, what we decided with the other bike.
Initially, we thought about selling it, but we've had some good use out of it. And it's probably, I don't know, I think for what it is, and you say it's got like a tiny crack on the screen.
So it's got a bit of a crack on the screen where you can put in your, I suppose, levels for the assistance on the electric stuff. So personally, I think we're just going to give it away on the channel. We're not worked out how yet or what we're going to do, if it's going to be a raffle or anything like that. So
but it will be on one of our future vlogs very soon.
It will be on the future vlogs, and that's the P20 from Engui. So we'll be giving that away. Because
we haven't got it with us now, so we'll need to show you it properly and then work out how we're going to do the competition.
Yes, to make it fair and everyone who wants to be involved can be involved.
Yeah. Right. For now, we're going to be taking this one away with us to the Netherlands, our next trip.
Yes, so this will be coming to the Netherlands, so I'm looking forward to that because it's very comfortable.
Yeah, and the Netherlands is set up for cycling.
Yeah.
Very much so, so we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, definitely.
So Lee's just packing the bike away. I've just changed my jumper out of the Life's for Touring hoodie. If you want to know more about the merch we've got, please head over to our shop. We've got some hoodies, some t-shirts, some beanie hats, cups, etc. There are links in the description. Yeah, I had to change it because it seems to have warmed up a little bit and I've got a big coat with me, and because the hoodies are quite warm, I just didn't want to be too hot under the coat. So with walking as well. So we are going to try and walk all the way in. We believe there's a path all the way in. So we will let you know if it's possible. I've also been quite busy this morning uploading my next video for my Jodie B Likes For You channel. It's doing quite well, quite impressed. Only been going 4 weeks, 137 subscribers. Of course, I would appreciate a few more if you haven't checked it out yet and it's something that interests you. It's not just for women over 40 on the YouTube channel. That's my Patreon. So if you come over and be a Patreon member, that is primarily women over 40. But my channel is actually for anybody really. It's just reflective walking and talking. At the moment, that's all I'm doing.
Well, after all that, hello, good morning, and welcome back. Sounded like Truman then, didn't I? Hello, good night, good afternoon, good evening, and goodbye. I don't know how
If you say so, Lee. Yeah.
So I don't know what Jodie's been up to, but I think we're going off exploring again today, like we said we would.
Yeah, I was just telling him about the electric situation when I made you turn it down to 2 kilowatts because I was nervous of it.
Yeah. All it would have done was trip the post, but hey, there's good power on this site, which is good.
But we were only person plugged in that post anyway, so it wouldn't have affected anybody else.
No, that's right. So that's what the trips are there for. Have you shown them the toilets yet?
Oh, God, these blooming toilets. In the last vlog, I said I was going to show the toilets because they're meant to be award-winning. But to be honest with you, yes, they are very clean and very nice toilets, but I think the ones in Caton Bay were nicer and better. So maybe they got updated first.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, they're toilets, they're usable, they're warm, they're clean, they got some nice pictures on the wall. So we tend not to use facilities on sites anyway, just because we don't need to, and we're quite comfortable using our van's facilities.
Well, sometimes we do. When we're abroad, we'll use...
Yeah, if you want a really decent shower sometimes, because
yeah.
obviously the shower is okay in the motorhome, but you're never going to replace that from a shower on the mains, are you?
So what we'll do, we're going to go into the city, into Winchester now, and when we come back we're going to walk around, like I said, we're going to walk around, show the site, and I'll try and show the toilets then.
Yeah, well, it'll be quiet. There's already quite a few people left.
It's Sunday, isn't it? And they're leaving, and it's quiet tonight, so we might be able to get in later and I'll show you around. I know that people just can't wait to see these toilets.
I don't know.
I'm not a toilet showing person normally. Having a look then at Google Maps, it says 52 minutes and it says that it's 2.5 miles. Well, there's a pheasant. I think I just caught him. Oh, you can run, look. Thinks I'm chasing him. Looks like he's a regular around here.
It's actually quite warm. I don't even know if I need my coat. I'll take it.
Just in case it rains.
Yeah.
And you've got a hood, haven't you?
Phone this time.
Yep.
Keys.
Can you just double check before we move any further?
Got it all.
You've got it all, have you, love?
Got it all.
He has come back for something. What was your final check?
Making sure I lock the door after putting the bike away.
All right, okay. Right, are we actually leaving now?
Yeah, let's go.
You may be able to see cars through the trees in the distance, I don't know, but that is the main road. So we've got to head up onto the main road and walk down the path. They do have the bins outside on this site.
I think that's typical of most of the club sites now, isn't it? So recycling and all that on the outside. Very common if you're in Spain.
You was going to say something about these ferry pitches.
Yeah, so over here you can get a code and get ferry pitches. I believe they're hard standing. But over this side of the site is all grass, so there is barriered as well. All grass pitches other than the ferry pitches for Portsmouth. So if you are travelling on the ferry across from Portsmouth to Santander or wherever, then you can stop here for the night or a few hours.
On the last vlog, we initially thought it was a pub, didn't we, as we drove in?
Yeah, would have been nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we only saw it quickly. And then we wasn't sure yesterday what it was, and I did say it looked like it was a kitchen shop or something, but then we thought it might have been a rental. But it's actually a home furnishing shop, like kitchens, that kind of thing. So I've just Googled it. So I was kind of right in the beginning. We're heading down this main road, but as you can see there's a footpath at the moment, and I think the footpath does lead all the way in. So we've got to be careful here because there's a puddle on the road. And it seems that if you get actually in the puddle, like we just seen a bus do, and another car, the water comes all the way over onto the actual footpath, which you can see.
We need to be quick.
So we need to be quick, and not when there's a car coming the other way. So at the moment,
you need to go.
I can see a car overhead. I'd wait a minute. Yeah, that would have got us. There's another 3. I'm not risking it yet. We'll just risk it for a biscuit. Right.
Right, let's go. Go. Go.
Because I don't want to get wet by this bloody... Can't go fast at the moment.
No.
I just don't want to get caught.
Quick.
Oh, that was close. It's getting wetter. Hang on.
Oh, my feet are soaked.
We made it before our car came. Yeah. I'd rather have a little bit of a wet shoe, even though I've got white shoes on, than get splashed. However, I should have maybe put my black shoes on, black trainers. There are bus stops on the way, so if you give up walking and want to jump on a bus. About a mile down the site there's a nature reserve, and straight across the road there's another stile as well, and it says it goes in a straight line, stile to stile. You've got the Golden Lion pub over there, the Wadworth Brewery. So if it's still on the bus route as well, so you could like hop on, hop off. Just come across this cemetery. It's actually war graves. Oh my God. What's wrong with you?
What do you mean?
He always does that. He won't walk over 3 great things.
Or one.
Why? What's the rule? Or the superstition?
2. You can walk over 2. I don't know, it's something I've had since a kid. I have 2 superstitions, and that's magpies. Always salute them, but I do have my own little wording to go with that. And drains.
So you can walk over 2, but you can't walk over odd number.
Well, if you do walk over them, you're meant to turn around and spit on it, but I'm older now, I'm not going to do that. So I'll avoid them.
Oh my God. Does anyone else have any weird superstitions like that? Or do you agree with Lee? I'd like to hear in the comments, that'd be fun. Right, we're nearly there.
Back in Winchester, so right at the start of it anyway. And it looks just as busy as it did yesterday. Here we are back into Winchester, just standing outside the cathedral now.
Should we spin around so they can see it behind us?
And
Sorry
there's
about the dizziness.
cathedral. Yeah, well, look, I'll show you. So this is the outside of the cathedral. Quite big, isn't it? Before we go inside though, look at this memorial here of this soldier. Look at that. It's got a bugle on the badge there. The King's Royal Rifle Corps. That's nice, isn't it?
1914 to 1918 and 1939 to 1945.
I'm not sure if it costs money to get in the cathedral, but for some reason I feel like I've been here before. There's a lot of stained glass windows up there. Anyway, before it starts to rain, because I can feel it spitting now, we're going to try and get inside.
It's £13 online for an adult, it's £14 at the door.
For here?
Yeah.
Okay. So again, you have to pay.
Hiya, you alright?
Wow, look at that. Hello. Hello. Are we okay to film?
Yes. We've got no flash or anything, so yeah. Thank you.
Wow, so look at that. That's obviously the nave down the centre. There's side parts, but what do you think so far? Quite impressive.
It's quite nice. We're just going to pay. I'm not going to film the ladies on the desk. We're just going to pay, and then, lady and gentleman, do apologise. And then once we've gone through that, we'll pick you back.
Well, looking down the nave then, it looks like they've got a big fireball in the middle, so we have to check and see what that's out.
It's on here, look. It says, here comes...
What is it?
I've just dropped a ticket.
What is it?
It says, here comes the sun.
Oh, wow.
30th of January to the 1st of March, that's on display. Experience Helios by, I guess that says Helios, by Luke Jerem. A programme of music, comedy, science, wellness and family activities under the sun. So there must be things going on
Right, okay,
right
so it's a bit
underneath
of an
there.
exhibition piece.
It says, "Hail the heaven-born Prince of Peace, hail the Son of Righteousness, light and life to all he brings, risen with healing in his wings." That's Charles Wesley, "Hark the Angels Sing."
So I don't know if it picks it up on camera, but it's actually moving like a sun fireball. It's pretty cool. It's massive.
I just thought if you did want to know more, there is a QR code on the bottom of here. Just want to say I absolutely love coming in churches and cathedrals and buildings like this. I think there's something really special and magical about them. We don't really practice religion as such, but I do respect it, and I respect anyone's faith really.
Yeah.
But this is just like amazing what it represents and the
It's the
history of it.
structure of it, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh,
Look at these stairs.
Yeah,
Look at these stairs, Lee.
I know.
Just what's up?
Hang on. Yeah, but I go a bit dizzy.
3 flights of stairs we've just walked up. But there is a lift if you need it, isn't there?
So we are on an area where you've got 3 floors. So we come on the top floor now. We can't use the camera on the other floors because on the other floors is the dark rooms for the books and stuff. But let me just show you this. Wow, what a view from up here.
Me to do it, darling.
No, I'm fine.
Good.
But yeah, what a view from up here. When you're down there looking up, it don't never look as high. When you're up here, I feel like I'm in a plane. At least it's quite bright up here for the camera.
Yeah, so there's a couple of floors that you can't film on, obviously, like you were saying, because it's preserved stuff and it's quite low light as well, and obviously little flashes and things like that.
Yeah, so you get all that within the price, don't you?
Yeah, you do actually get a free tour within the price if you wanted.
Yeah. There's loads of people dotted around. They've got these like red
Lanyards.
on, and they just come up and ask if you want a free tour.
Yeah.
They will guide you around as well. So if you do want to have more information while walking around, you can.
And this is an annual pass, so we can actually come back and actually have a tour if you wanted at any point.
Happy with that.
can't really show you, but there's 2 children there and they're painting stained glass windows, but they've got like a touch screen with colours on it and like a big sort of display in front of them of all different stained glass window patterns, and they can just copy one and paint it like touch screen.
All a bit of fun, eh?
It's really good. So I can't show you because there's 2 kiddies on it at the moment.
That's the modern way of doing stained glass windows, is it? Digitally.
Yeah. I'm a little confused because when I was reading about the round table and stuff yesterday, I'm sure it was Arthur. And this is Alfred.
Alfred, who's right?
So maybe
I think it is King Alfred down there, you know. And back down we go. 3 flights of stairs.
You hold on.
That's what it says. Did slip on the way coming into Winchester.
Luckily not on the stairs.
Right. This is the 2nd floor. Okay, back down these stairs.
You have to hold on here. These are old stairs. There's a sign telling you there.
As my mum would say, are they oldie woldy?
Yeah.
That's us out now. That's the cathedral done. Another box ticked.
I'm glad I've been there because I've been here quite a few times into Winchester and I've never actually been in the cathedral.
Yeah.
I didn't think it'd interest me, but after going into different cathedrals before now, I thought, well, we're here, we need to see this one. And absolutely stunning and lovely. I don't think there's donation boxes around. I don't think personally I would donate after paying to get in because I believe that's kind of your donation, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, and we've done the gift aid thing. So ideal, really. So I hope you enjoyed looking around the cathedral with us. We're going to have a little wander around Winchester now before we head back and show you the campsite.
It's starting to rain again though, and it said no rain till about 3 o'clock. So and it's only
12?
1:30.
1:30.
So we need to get this hood up again, go for a wander, get something to eat. So we'll pick you up when we can.
We thought we'd have a wander before we head back to the campsite to the shopping centre.
Yeah.
So we're just here now, I think. So I think it's called the Brooks Shopping Centre. So we're going to go inside, check out some shops, and then head back to the campsite, eh?
Yeah, we was going to go for some food, but what I think I might do is there's a Tesco's, isn't there?
Yeah, there is.
So there's a Sainsbury's right there, actually.
Yeah, there's Sainsbury's.
So I might grab some bits and cook some up in there.
Yeah.
Because we spent quite a bit of money on this, getting into, in Winchester,
into all
getting
these
into things.
yeah.
So we're going to go and have something to eat out, but we've been recommended a very nice pub, but it's quite a way out from where we are now, and we're going to get the bus back anyway.
Yeah.
And it's called the Black Boy, and apparently it's a really good pub. So if you're in Winchester, fancy something different, have a look at that. We haven't tried it out yet, but we have been recommended it highly. So maybe another time when we come back, we might try that. Yeah. But for now, we're just gonna go shopping here, go to Sainsbury's, grab some stuff and get back to the van. So we got some things from Sainsbury's.
Yeah, Tesco's yesterday, Sainsbury's today. We just got off the bus. Didn't take long at all on the bus, so we've now walked in, got the bus and got a taxi.
Not in the same day?
Not in the same day. But point to note, yesterday we asked for a return on the bus and he said, no, we don't do returns. Thought it was a bit strange, but hey-oh, £3 gets you a trip on a single. But the guy on this journey asked if we wanted a return. So I said, well, we got told there is none, and it's a day rider at £5.50. So for £5.50...
you can get there and back.
And ride all day.
Yeah, and I would do that over getting the taxi, to be honest.
Yeah, so we've worked out the best way is the taxi.
It's the bus.
The bus. Yeah.
He just wants to confuse you.
Yeah, the best way is the bus. Right, we're going to put our shopping away and then we'll quickly take you around this campsite. So here we are, back at the campsite. So there's quite a few pictures on this
you come up on that
campsite. Yeah, we go around that way.
You can get down them stairs to the facilities down there.
Which is in the centre. Yeah. Now, I do believe there is two toilet block locations, one on the other side, which is over there, and that's all grass pitches and everything like that. And like we said earlier, it has got the ferry port pitches if you're getting a ferry over to Portsmouth.
We'll try and show you in a minute.
The size of the pitches are big. You have got fully serviced pitches and then just pitches with no services.
There's a Nelson Point there and Water Point for you, fresh water.
But quite a steep old slope, isn't it?
This one's not too bad. We came down this one okay. It's the other one, the other side.
I think going down's all right. No one seems to have scraped their back end.
It doesn't look too much of a steep incline though as you come down here, does it?
No, it doesn't. I think obviously some work in progress here. Get some grass seed on there. I think they have.
So you don't go down this bit, this is where you come up.
Yeah.
This is no entry. Because it's a one-way system around,
one-way
isn't
system, yeah, all the way round. I think we can see this from here. But you've got stairs going down if you wish to, not walk on the road.
They're red pegs down there, not the
yeah, so they're all
pegs.
fully serviced down there.
Very nice little circular setup, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lovely site. Well, that's a lovely pitch, isn't it? You even get your own bench there. Obviously water on site and grey waste.
What's that, grey or black pegs? I'm
Yeah.
not sure. But it's huge, isn't it? It must
Yeah,
be for like
backed on.
a bigger van.
Yeah, backed onto the field. That's great. Right, let's go and show you the services. Another thing to point to note is, if you've got dogs, there is a dog walking area where they are allowed off leads here. Just over here, you've got the typical drive over emptying points, which I love because it makes life so much easier. And if you're out in Europe a lot, then 9 times out of 10 they're going to be a drive over waste. So having this in the UK is always good in my eyes. Get your fresh water, and I don't know if that's a wastewater rinse or what, but they always seem to have wastewater points. If anyone can tell me why, is it to clean out your waste masters and stuff like that, I would assume.
So there's a laundrette. Let's see the laundrette.
Oh yeah, this side, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right. It's got a couple of sinks in here as well. Extractor fan.
Nice pictures on the walls.
Yeah, it does look very good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So I don't think you need washing powder with these.
There's a thing there that works it as like a little control box.
Okay, so what, £5 for the washer and £1.25 for a dry? Must give you so long.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's got its own washing powder.
And it says don't use these sinks for washing pots.
The pot washing area. It's lovely and warm in these buildings, actually. That's one thing I know. But look, I suppose you've got somewhere to put bits and bobs. Lovely pictures again of the cathedral, and really clean.
Would you put your bits and bobs up there? Let's see if we can show you in these loos. So I have just double checked and there's nobody in here. So you've got your individual little washrooms, nice big showers, and a nice changing area. There's a few of them. Sink area, 2 hairdryers. So it's all very modern and very clean in here. Toilets, big mirror, and lovely pictures on the wall. It's a toilet. And there he is waiting for me, looking dodgy.
Always look dodgy when you stand outside toilets, so don't you? And there she is, back to Ruby.
Your first love. Or your true love, should I say. I'm your second true love.
I hope you enjoyed the trip into Winchester over the last couple of vlogs. Hope you enjoyed the little trip around the campsite, and if you agree, it's a good site.
I'd recommend it.
Yeah,
I mean, it was £37 a night. I don't know if I've actually said that, how much
That's
it
with
was.
electric, for a club site that ain't actually
This
too
time
bad.
of year as well.
Yeah.
So we're on the 1st of February today, so it was the last weekend in January that we stayed.
And we have, we've had it a lot worse, the cost-wise. So.
We've not as much around it, so this is a really good location.
Easy access to Winchester.
Yeah, good location. Nice clean sites as they always are. Nice facilities. Friendly staff. Yeah.
So keep an eye out for a future vlog where we'll mention the Engway P20 and how we're going to do a giveaway on that. Also, just keep looking forward to when we go away very, very soon to the Netherlands.
Yes.
So we've got a few more trips in the UK first. So yeah.
Yeah, just stay with us, stick with us. We'll take you wherever we're going, obviously in the motorhome.
We'd like to say thank you to everyone that subscribed, everyone that supports the channel. As always, we will catch you on the next one. So until then, bye.
See ya.